Hello, everyone. Welcome to February 2022. I just wanted to give you market insights for January of 2022 and let you know what's going on out there. And well, in a nutshell, it's crazy. Okay, so this first chart is basically a 6-month rolling chart of what's happening. December versus January, an 8.6% increase in sales volume. Nothing surprising there. Both December and January are the two smallest months of the year, 4 to 5% of our calendar year sales generally. So a little uptick in January over December. That's exactly what we'd expect. Probably a little bit more surprising and shocking is a very minor increase in active listings. So we're continuing this theme of no inventory. Months of inventory, this is the key insight on, where is the market going? 0.9 months of inventory in the marketplace. We've seen that for the last 3 months. It's an extremely tight market. What happens when we're in that tight of a market? Well, prices go up. Look at that increase. A 10.1% increase December to January. Now, this is an average price increase across condos and residential. So we'll show you the numbers kind of teased out. So how about January over January? So we know we were in a tight market last year, and we basically have very similar sales volume with less inventory. So this is this compression in the months of inventory, less than 1 month of standing inventory, really nothing to buy. This chart doesn't show us a lot yet. The typical flow, lots of people are asking me, hey, where's this all going? We'll likely have more inventory come on towards the spring. We always do. But, the buyer, we're just so far off from balance that I don't really expect that we're going to have a lot of relief. So you'll see the 2021, which was a typical year, and we're following that way. Low inventory in January. We'll see things kind of rise as the year goes on in terms of both sales volume and inventory. Very different than the 2020 chart where, we had an influx of inventory in the early spring that didn't sell because the world got closed down. This is fascinating to me and something that I have been predicting for a while and haven't really been able to share. January 2022 versus January 2021, when we pull out residential versus condo, we have a 14% increase in average sale price in those last 12 months. We are now sitting at an average residential price of $771. The real news, though, is that we have an almost 18% increase in the average condo price. And what that tells me is that people are being priced out of the market. We're literally seeing basically thresholds disappear where there's not really residential property under 500, et cetera, et cetera. So what that does is it moves people out of the residential sector and into the condo sector. And the condos are now getting, a higher increase than the residential because we're seeing that market fill in with folks that would have maybe preferred a residential property but can no longer afford one. That is the end of the slides. I think I'll just leave it here and say to you, I guess I don't have a crystal ball, but I certainly have a very strong prediction to share, and that is that we are going to continue to see price appreciation throughout this year until we see a change in inventory. An interest rate hike will likely put a little dampening on this, but we are so deeply entrenched in a seller's market that a little rate hike is not going to create a correction. This is a challenging market to navigate. Admittedly, I absolutely love it, but that's because I love negotiation and I love analysis, and I'm certainly here to guide if you so choose. It's a lot of fun to be a seller. Things happen that you could never have expected. It's challenging to be a buyer, but there's certainly strategies that get you across the finish line. And we're here to make sure that is absolutely the case. So let's see what February brings. But as it stands, a very, very tight market. Prices are rapidly rising. And all of you who think waiting this out makes sense, there's no history to support that in Ottawa. The best time to buy real estate is 5 years ago. And the longer you wait, the more this is moving upwards and unfortunately away from some people. I can tell you I have a number of clients that have been a little bit slow to react, and now we're literally going to have to buy less house than we would have a year ago. So not a great position to be in. Realities of the market. The great news is the returns that are being received by the brave are amazing and worth plunging in and taking the risks. There it is. great to see you all virtually looking at this video, and we'll see you next month. Bye for now.